it bothers me sometimes that I didn't have an earth-shattering moment. I want to be a teacher. But it seems right and it seems good, and I'm satisfied with the way it happened. For lack of anything else, I went to teaching, and maybe that's that whole idea of being safe. Yeah. You know, oh, this seems safe, I'll try this. But in retrospect, when I think about it, I really think it's my niche. When you're a teacher, you get to know a lot of people as you have their kids. And I loved that, I don't know, recognition, I guess, of being known. And that's another aspect of moving all the time, of just being recognized and known. I was raised in the military, right? Military family, so we traveled a lot. Lived short amount of times in a lot of different places. I always kind of eased into new living situations, wanted to be sure, okay, this is kind of safe area. I was safe. I was always safe. Didn't really get to know people really well, or if I did, it was real intense, and then we had to move. So I think because I traveled so much, stopping and starting relationships, I wasn't a great communicator growing up. Right after college, probably a month after graduation, the Peace Corps called me. And I was living in Virginia at the time, and they said, "We want you to come to Denver." And I went, okay. That sounded really fun. I went for an initial meeting and for them to kind of introduce me to the program, and I said yes. I was gone 3 or 4 weeks later. And we were at language training for Spanish. We were compatible right away, and I saw in him someone who was very solid. He just seemed dependable. Of course, in 3 weeks' time, how can you really see that in a person? But I just had a good feeling that this was right. We were being shipped out to 2 separate places in Venezuela, so we decided to get married, and the grace of God has kept us together.
And I asked my wife when we came back from South America, where would you like to live? Would you like to live where it's cloudy and rains a lot, or would you like to live where the sun shines and the wind blows? She chose the sun, so that put us here in Ellensburg.
We came right to Ellensburg from the Peace Corps. I substitute taught and until my oldest son was born. We made close, fast friends right away with some other teachers and started having kids together kind of, you know, same time, and we still have really close ties with them, and our kids have close ties with one another. I just never had that. I never had history with people. You know, everybody else has history with people. And I didn't when I first came here. To have that is, for me, one of the best things in my life. My middle son is presently unemployed. He was working in town here for the telephone company and now is not. They were struggling financially. They asked if they could come and stay and get kind of caught up on bills.
We thought maybe 6 months or so, and then Spencer lost his job to a layoff. So we thought, well, there was a purpose for moving in.
You know, it's mixed feelings moving back home with your parents, but I'm thankful for the space, and I know they're having time with the kids that they'd never get.
It's just a joy to have the little ones around and have them know us, and for us to watch every stage of their growing up. Where do you want to live?
I want to move to the other houses, like a lot of houses.
Oh, you have been living in a lot of houses. My daughter-in-law is just amazing, and she and I are a good team, I feel.
You know, it's one of those things you got to walk through the same conversation every month and a half. Hey, how are things going? Are you guys getting fed up with us, you know, and we just try to keep that an open, revolving conversation.
It's a season. It's the season, and it's not going to be forever, and I can tolerate that for a season. In fact, I can love it. Whoa! Wow! I'm a 4th grade teacher at Ellensburg Christian School. I have 8 students. It's challenging just to be able to challenge them and get them to desire to learn. That's the biggest challenge any teacher has, to inspire the kids to want to learn. And I've heard from a lot of my friends who teach in the public school, or parents whose kids are in the public school, that there's that sense of kind of fear and not feeling as safe. That's a big part of who we are, making the kids feel safe. I see the kids really having more confidence because they've had, I think they've just had more of each of us as teachers. And so we are able to put more into each student because of the class size, because of the environment. And kids really leave here, for the most part, feeling very confident. I love getting up and coming to school, coming to work. So I figure as long as I like it, I'll keep doing it.